Alright, I'm just explaining the difference between the black notes in this uncolored diagram here and the black notes in the actual fretboard design. These black notes are as important as any other note in the keyboard, because when you go into a different key, you're going to be using them, just like the notes on a piano. So they are definitely important there, as far as that's where they are, that's where they stay, and you're going to be counting on them. We're going to count on them. All right, so that's the difference. Let's try to press on. So in that G box here, let's say we got this G box here. Let's say we're in G, so we're not in A flat, right? In that case, when you're in the G, I guess the G cage, we have the modal scale that goes around here. So we've got a G-shaped G, root 3, 5, right there. We've got an A minor shaped D minor. So everybody knows how to play the A minor, right? It's up here. It's that A minor shape. Pretending like this is now, pretending like the fret nut is here. So we're going to pretend the fret nut is here. So that's what we got here in the G cage. Here's our guitar right here, our mini guitar right there, in the G cage. We're not going to be able to play that 7. We could do it if we were an octave up and we were just pretending, like put your finger there to make the G. Not the capo. If it's a capo, you wouldn't be able to get the 7. So up here where my G is, right, we've got, I can get that lone wolf 7 right there. Now what shape is 7 root 2? That's the E shape, is it not? The E shape is 7 root 2. You got to learn those and you'll see they make sense, especially when you're playing bar chords. So what we have here is an A minor shaped D minor. So in the numbers that are in the key that you're playing in, so root would be G there, right? The root would be G there. Okay, well, I'm doing it in C right here. I'm just doing the G shape in C. I should be doing that down here. Okay, so in the G shape, it doesn't matter. It's the same up here. It's just the G shape. You're going to get an A minor shaped second minor. So if we're in the key of G, the second minor is going to be actually going to be A minor, because we're right down here in the C cage. If we're doing a G-shaped C, the A minor that we're going to get is going to still be a second minor, but that's going to be a D minor then. Okay. So now remember, this is second inversion, so it's 2, 4, 6. Same notes, because we're in the key of C. Down here in the key of G, when we play an A minor up there, that's a different minor in the key of G, right? Because the A minor is the second minor in the key of G. So it's an A minor shape in the G shape. I'm getting a little confused, but you can pretty much see what's going on. What we're trying to do in this lesson, what I'm trying to teach, is not how to go around here and do C minor shaped Phrygians, D shaped, that kind of thing. That's not really the subject of the lesson. So before we get confused, I think we're in that little part of the lesson where I get confused. Let's look at what we're trying to do. Over here, we have, this is what the subject of the lesson is, the string shapes. I know you want to learn the other stuff, and that is contained in the previous lessons, the modals, and we'll get back to that. It's just if we hit a little snag, it's kind of time to get back to what we're talking about there. I often get mixed up with whether I'm doing it in the key of something or in the original key. So up here's a just once and for all. Up here is the G-shaped C, and down here is a G-shaped G. And that would be this guy, right? This is a G-shaped C. Okay? I confuse that, and it's important to remember what key you're in, so then you're just doing the different shapes in the same key. So we're looking for these. We're looking for the modal arpeggios within the drawing there. So let me get the drawing over there. Okay, we're back. I've fixed the diagram so that we're looking at two things here. And this is the crux of the lesson, not going around the modal shapes. That's a different lesson. I've covered it in a few different lessons in the previous videos. And that's interesting, but that's mostly if you want to, and this is an irrelevant point, if you want to play the chord shapes. So in the C box we have C-shaped C, good old D minor shaped D minor, good old E minor shaped E minor, then we go to F, E shaped F. Okay, we got E minor shaped E minor, E shaped F in the same box, G shaped G, good old A minor shaped A minor. What I'm talking about is, so most people know this is an A minor. If not, you should learn, just look at a chord chart somewhere and you'll see this version of the A minor. There could be other ones, but this is the most accepted version of A minor. You can do stuff like A minor to G. Kind of a little, march kind of thing. So we have those regular shaped, and of course you could do them in the next cage up too. So if you go from the C cage to the A cage, all right, without moving the capo, the C becomes the A shape, and then the D minor, the second minor of the C in the A shape is one cage shape up, one pentatonic scale member up. So remember, cage backwards is C, D, E, G, A. So if you're in the A shape already, the D minor is going to be in the C minor shape. So that would be, and then we'll just take it to the minor there. That's a C minor shaped D minor. And then we would get, moving up again in pentatonic, we would get a D minor shaped E minor. So the D minor shaped D minor, our good old D minor shape is here. The D minor shaped E minor would be here. So in the next cage up, that's how that works. But we want to find these things and relate. Now that's just playing chords. So that's just the simple chords. We want to do the entire arpeggio now. We want to have full versatility. That's all three inversions. So here when we look at root, of course we have a root shaped, a G-shaped root right there, root 3, 5, and that would be in the G box, so it says G-shaped root right there. For the second, in the root shape of the Dorian root shape 2, 4, 6, find the 2, we have 2, 4, 6 here, right there. And that would be a G minor shaped second minor. I have the label right there. Okay, now that is not in the G major box.